Hi there, everyone. This is Edward Logan, one of your professors. I just wanted to do this quick little video on how my classes are going to be run. So if you have a class with me, Ed Logan, if you either have the theory, plumbing theory 1, trade calculations, plumbing trade calculations, or the safety course with me, they're all going to be run the same way. If you have me as a teacher, all our teachers will probably do things differently. So contact them and go through their guidance. But this is how I'm going to do my classroom. So we're going to be breaking it down into two parts because we're online. We're not there, obviously, in person together as in the past. We'd be face to face in the classroom. So we're going to do sort of a hybrid model, combination model, whatever you want to call it. It's called asynchronous synchronous. Asynchronous is an online component, which you will do independently of SEPA, and we'll go through that in a second. And you work through it throughout the week before we come to our live class. And our live class will be our synchronous portion. So before we come to the class for that week, whether it be week 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever week it is, make sure you do the online portion because the synchronous part will not be your typical lecture face-to-face classroom. So if you don't do the stuff online, the discussion will be relatively not useful to you at all. But if you have done the work ahead of time for the weeks online before we come to discussion class or synchronous class, we'll have a discussion. I'll ask questions. You can ask me questions. I'll do a little bit of interactive stuff, just kind of touching on the topics for about an hour or so. Anyways, for synchronous, I'm going to show you how we go through it. So once you're on your DC Connect, and I'm on this is my DC Connect, and you're on the page where you have all your classes listed. So I only have one class list. I'm going to use that as our example today. I'm going to use the plumbing theory for one of the groups today. Once you do that, you click on your plumbing theory. So the plumbing theory was the one for you that you were looking at, or the trade calculation, whatever one it was you want to look at. You click on it, and you come to the actual homepage for the actual subject. This is MTPB 1101, which is plumbing theory 1. This is for the section 2. Some of you guys are in section 1, but it's basically the same idea. The homepage will be set the same. There'll be a banner across the top with the name of the course, and then down below it will be on the left-hand side any announcements, which I already put one announcement to welcome you guys to Durham College. And then on the right-hand side is my contact information. Again, the best way to contact me is via the email, the phone. I'm not there on campus at all. I won't be on campus at all unless I absolutely have to, because we're not supposed to be on campus unless we have to absolutely be on the campus. My office hours are not listed yet. It says TBA, and shortly I'm going to post up what those are. So keep up on it. I might even do a way we can chat live so that we can, if you have any problems, we have office hours. We set up an appointment with me. We can chat live either via voice, video, or chat. So once you're on the page here, kind of the layout of it. Across the top, you have the course home, which is whatever course home you're in, which is when we're in Theory 2 at 31 right now. We have a Content tab, Grades tab, Activities tab, Classroom tab, Virtual Classroom tab, and then a Help tab. In order to find the asynchronous content for the week, you go under Content. So click on Content. You'll see that under Content, there's a bunch of things already listed. There's a Welcome Start Here. If you haven't done so already, please go through that section there. A lot of learner supports that the institution provides, Durham College provides, a little Meet the Teacher and some other stuff in there as well. The next thing you should look at is the course overview, and I'm going to click on it. There's two things, course overview and schedule, and then there's the actual course outline for the particular course. So we click on course overview and schedule. Just going to scroll it down a little bit. It gives you a breakdown about the course, gives a little blurb there about what the course is about, programming, learning outcomes that we're going to cover, what texts are required, materials that we need for the class, any technology you're going to need for the class because we're going to be online, obviously, and then a breakdown of the actual schedule from week to week, what we're going to learn, any kind of readings and whatnot, as well as any assessments that are going to be that week. Some of the same information can be found in the course outline as well. So do take a chance to peruse that as well as the course outline. Now, if we want to get into the content, so for week one's content, to look at it, we click on week one. And normally from week to week, it'll just be 3 pieces of information under each week, except for week two. Week two is going to have an extra piece there. It's going to be divided into 3 sections. So each week is going to have an overview, going to have a content practice, and then a summary in next week. Please make sure you go through each of the 3 little sections. The biggest section will always be the middle section, the content practice. The overview and summary for next week will always be a little bit smaller, but please go through those as well. So we'll look at week 1 and the overview, just give you a rough idea how things are going to look like. If we scroll it down, it'll let you give a little introduction about what's involved this week. It'll give you what the learning outcomes will be, and it'll remind you of any assessments. In week 1, there is no assessment, but it's just giving you a reminder there will be an assessment on January 15th, which it's due on the last day of week number 2. Just so you know, it's underlined and highlighted, so if I scroll over my cursor over it, I can click on it and open it. And that will take me right to the assignment where I can look at it and then also do it when the time comes. So you're trying to find a way to find the assignment, you can click on that and it'll take you right to the assignment and right to the part where you have to submit it and everything. There's a little video there about telling you how to submit assignment via the DC Connect. If we go back, let us know there would always be some kind of weekly readings. In this case, there's 2 sets of weekly readings, one from the textbook, the Canadian Plumbing Design Installation, and then the one above it is the plumber from the Ontario College of Trades. Anything like that in green that has no pages for you, it's something you can click on. Again, it's an external link, it will take you right to it, just like what I did with the assignment, it'll take you right to it. Every week in the overview, there will also be a connection activity, and this connection activity is simply just a video. Click on it, watch the video for a few minutes, and that'll be it. Once you've done that, you've got to the end of the page, and you're done the first page already. That's the overview. Scroll back to the top, I can tab over using the tab on the right-hand side, and I can get into the content and practice. This breaks down the heart of the material. So again, it goes hand in hand with the readings that you have on the overview. What's on this page is not everything, so make sure you do the readings. Okay, give you more of an in-depth knowledge to understand what the topics are about. So the readings and with providing the content practice go hand in hand. And again, when you get to this page here, anything that's not a heading, but it's highlighted in green, so like the Ontario College of Trades or the Ontario Government MTCU, these are external links that will take you to in a document or a video or something. Okay. Like further on down here, we have 2 links. This is the list of compulsory and voluntary trades in Ontario. When you click on it, it takes you out to that page. So again, make sure you click on any of those links. They'll take you to stuff that you need to know and give you more information that's not on the actual page itself. And again, if you keep on scrolling down, there will always be a practice activity that goes along with the practice section, content section. So make sure you do that. And once you've done that, now then you've covered everything in that section. So going back up to the top. Lastly, we have to click on to move to the summary. Summary will give us a quick little spiel about what the summary of the week was about. There will always be a summary activity. And again, make sure you do the activity. In this activity here, it says check out these plumber apprentice jobs in Ontario. Jobs is in green, so that's the click that takes you to the link. So again, keep in mind anything that's in green there usually is a link, unless it's a heading. Headings are not links. If you hover over something green and the cursor changes, you can click on it and then click on it to the external link. And then lastly, the last section on the summary next week is the next week. It tells you what's coming up next week. In this case, it's codes, regulations, and standards in plumbing. And then also let you know that assignment number 1 is coming up due on the 15th, which is a Friday. And again, assignment 1 is in green, so you can click to it and get to your external link. So this is a little breakdown how you're gonna work your weekly through. You're gonna have this done before you get to the live class, so we can have a nice good discussion about what you've learned and what you don't understand.